Once again, the Russo brothers are correct. Hey guys, before you get started, make sure you click that subscribe button, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I got a little bit of a Spider-Man, update from the Russo brothers themselves. Recently, the Russo brothers have had quite a few things to say about Spider-Man leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe now that Sony and Disney's deal has reached its end, and fans, truthfully, are pretty concerned about what the future holds for the web-slinger. During a recent interview, both Endgame directors Joe and Anthony Russo were asked about their thoughts about the split. This is what they had to say. "It was so difficult to get him into Civil War," Anthony said. "It was an extremely long and hard process, but we were driven to make it happen. But Kevin Feige pulled it off somehow. Disney and all the good people at Sony found a way to make it work, and it lasted a few films. We had a wonderful experience with that, and I think audiences really appreciated that marriage. But we know how hard that marriage was to make in the first place, so the fact that the marriage fell apart isn't really that surprising to me and Joe." Joe, however, was a bit more blunt. He went on to add, "It was a tenuous, fraught union throughout the whole process. But I will say, stepping back and trying to be as objective as possible, that I think it's a tragic mistake on Sony's part to think they can replicate Kevin Feige's penchant for telling incredible stories and the amazing success he has had over the years. I think it's a big mistake. I think this is a time I agree with the Russos. It is a big mistake. I'm really sorry, and I know some people are pretty excited about Spider-Man teaming up with Venom. What Marvel Studios has going on is historically special. Since 2008, they've risen to the most successful franchise ever in film history, holding the #1 slot at the box office and almost half of the top 10. This isn't normal. This isn't something that happens all the time. This is something that's really special. Sony has a track history of really screwing this up, and the people in charge inspire zero confidence. I'm not an Avi Arad fan, and quite honestly, with Tom Rothman at the front of this whole pack, why would anybody think the results would be anything but tragic? I mean, Rothman gave us Wolverine Origins, and he's been on the record for a really long time saying he doesn't like superhero movies, and he doesn't really think anything of them. Kevin Feige's heart being so deep into these characters is what helps bring them to the screen in a way that works and connects to the audiences. What made him connect in the comic books is what's making him connect on the screen, even if the story's a little different, and it requires somebody who understands that difference to make this happen. So what do you guys think? Do you think Sony made a tragic mistake? And what ultimately do you think will be the outcome of this story? Make sure you sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.